like early experience with my stepmother was very rocky at first. We had an incident where my daddy went off and done some foolishness, and my stepmama had me, and she was like, no, you're not gonna be doing no foolishness, and I got your kid, this ain't even my kid. Like, they didn't even have no kids together. So at that time, I was little, I wasn't understanding. The lady just dropped me off in the middle of the town. I had a bad like complex about step parents and step parenting and anything like that from the jump. So as a step parent, I said I would never be the evil stepmother. The child will always know that I love them, you know what I'm saying, come hell or high water. And trust me, if you are in this thing, like, you know, ride or die or whatever for that child or for your marriage, your relationship, for that man, then that hell and high water is gonna come, may keep coming. But I want you guys to be able to break the cycle. So know that you may be the trigger. They may see you and think bad thoughts, because whatever they had going on is over with. They're still a child, so there's still some kind of connection, some kind of attachment. So, okay, rule number two. Set boundaries. Know like what everybody is expecting and stuff. This is new to everybody. People say, oh, you know what you signed up for. How do you say that to people? You know what you signed up for. No, I didn't fill out no application for this. Like, yes, I will allow this, I won't allow that, you can text. No, I didn't sign up for nothing. That's some old narcissist. I'm about to say cuss word. That's some old narcissist stuff that people say, oh, you know what you signed up for. Nigga, bye. Anyway, no, nobody knows what they signed up for. Even with Trey, he was Travis's first child. Might as well say first child, but she already had a child, so she already knew like parenting. We was clueless on some things, and it was something new. And I'm the third wheel. I'm the villain. Like, sometimes I felt like the villain in the situation. That's why you have to like know your boundaries. You have to know, like, you have to talk about this stuff. Like, even if it's a little baby, or if it's a kid that's already like alive and kicking and got some size on it, like, can I whoop this child? First things first, like, people, stepmoms, don't do this. Don't be like posting people's babies. That is not your baby. You gotta think about it from this woman's point of view. Not only is her relationship over with or whatever, it's not gonna work the way because they not together and you in the picture, but then you go take her child and gonna be like, oh, don't do that. That is put yourself in their shoes. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm sort of glad I done this, but I wasn't like, social media wasn't all that whenever this was going on, and I done it. I felt like the intentions was good, but now that I'm a mom, I'm like, no wonder she was acting like that. I would have killed me too. I'd have tried to kill me. But I used to, every time we would get Trevante, this is crazy now. Every time we get Trevante out, Mom take pictures. I wanted just to have like family pictures. That was one thing my stepmom did do when I was younger. And my daddy has a whole bunch of kids, whole bunch of kids. And we don't have no picture except for the picture from last year when our grandpa died. We never had like a picture with all of us together and stuff. So my stepmom done that for me. And I have a picture with my stepbrother, my little sister Kelly, my stepmom, and my dad. So I always wanted that family picture. And the kids grow so fast, so we had to update them and stuff. So we would sneak and take pictures of Trey, change his clothes and stuff like that, and tell him, don't tell your mama. Somehow, I don't know if he went back and like told her, hey, they took pictures of him, or whatever the situation is. We got some beautiful memories of the children. But I guess that's number 3. I done lost count. Be respectful. That's not your baby. You might have kids with this person. Them is your kids. That this is not your kid. Don't take that from that person. Don't try to be that mom. You're a bonus. This is extra. You stepped up. Like, you taking the fun out of it. So like the type of relationship that me and Travante have as his stepmom and him being a step kid and stuff, we built that relationship because I always talked to him. I never tried to be his mom. You know what I'm saying? Even like I never try to like bash either one, like, because he has brothers and sisters that are my children and stuff like that. I never wanted him to feel any kind of tension. I never wanted our kids to feel it and stuff. So I did like go above and beyond, like trying to make sure some things were healed and everything was good. Like, I don't, the kids should not feel that tension. That's number 4. At the end of the day, them kids is kin. That is their brother, that is their sister. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Don't have nobody, like, don't wait until it's too late. Like, it's so many times now, people, you like, oh, I didn't even know that was their brother or sister. You find out on people's obituary, or they don't even put the kids on the obituary. Like, this stuff is crazy. I was like, y'all old people was doing some stuff back in, how did y'all get away with this type of stuff? Them kids is kin. My mama I don't have any brothers and sisters that have the same mama and the same daddy as me, but everybody done a good job. And I was raised like, my grandma raised me, my grandpa, I wasn't even raised by my mom and dad because they were teen parents. They always taught us that we were brothers and sisters. There's no half, no step, none of that. I don't care, like I have one step brother. No, Mike, that's my brother. That's my brother. His mom and my dad got together when he was 4. That's my brother. That's the same spirit that your kids should have. If you don't want them to feel like that, or you want them to feel like, oh, they better because he with you, you ain't even worth my breath. Like, how can you feel like that? But it is people out there. Also, whatever you do, like, for that child, do it out of love. If you say you love that man, how can you not love that child? Okay, you might not like the mama. Let's be real. You might not like the mama. That's okay. That ain't your place. But you do have to love that child. That's a child. That's a product of what they done. It was times when I was like, I don't even know how these fools made a baby. I don't even know how Trey got here, because it was like tension. It was all kinds of stuff, like, but we were all young, and like now we can sit around, we can laugh and joke about it. We can go to her house, all that stuff. Like, she's cooked for us, like, all the kids love each other. Like, we can sit around and laugh about that stuff. So that's like another reason why I'm like making this video, because I'm seeing so much of it. Like, it's so much tension and stuff. I guess this is number 5. Be flexible. I told you that's not your baby. Slow your roll. Know your role. Be flexible. Be flexible with plans. We would buy things, like, we would buy Christmas and it might be February, March. Stuff like happens. Situation happens and stuff like that. You are the bonus person or whatever. You need to make a decision. I guess it's number 6. You need to make a decision if you're going to be able to communicate and conduct yourself as a lady in the situation. Or you going to don't start with that back and forth stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, this ain't no competition or nothing like that. If you want, take that out of it. People feel like, oh, I took her man and stuff like that. Like, you slow, but okay. The situation could change in the blink of an eye. He could still be going over there. For all you know, you don't know. You don't know. But you need to make a decision. Are you gonna be able to conduct yourself as a lady? Don't start that back and forth stuff. No, you already know you the trigger. So don't fall for the bait. And what I mean by bait is like the little arguments, the little shade, little stuff like that. Don't fall for the bait and stuff. Because sometimes when people are going through stuff and you're the trigger, whenever, even you might have good intentions and stuff, but they gonna always lash out at you and stuff until they heal whatever going on with them about you and why you were triggered. You have to know that. So you either have to make a decision that I'm not gonna talk to her at all and I'm gonna let him talk to her, and or you gonna end up being like the middle person. Sometimes I would be that middle person because I'm like, they can't even communicate sometimes. But Trey, like, this ain't about us, this is about Trey. And so be flexible, set boundaries, know like, can I post the child? Who gonna handle the child? Like, Trey was so good, like I never had to like whoop him or anything like that. I could use it like just be like, hey, or something like that. I never like had to hit him or anything like that. He was really good with his brothers and like his sister. Like, they got so much of an age difference. They love each other and stuff. So everything, that's a blessing. But you have to like talk about these things. Like, if you have other children and y'all blend in a family, and how you have to talk to your kids about how they gonna interact with this other kid and stuff like that, because sometimes kids adapt well and sometimes kids will straight stunt on another kid, like straight up. So y'all have to talk about these things as adults and set the boundaries, and sometimes kids will play roles. That's a whole nother video, how I acted at my grandpa's house and when I got in my daddy's house. Kids will play roles and stuff like that. They'll try to play parents off of each other and stuff. And you have to be prepared for this type of thing. You have to have some kind of communication. Number 7, go ahead and address your insecurities right now. Yeah, you get in the mirror and whatever you insecure about, like when it comes to this old lady, you better be ready for it, because my whole thing was, I didn't have no kids. I didn't have any kids when me and Travis first started dating or whatever. He had a baby on the way, and then when Trey came, he was already his first child, his first son. She was his baby mama and stuff. So it was a little, I was like insecure about that, because I know they've been together because they have a baby, duh. And she had something that I didn't have. Like, basically, even whenever I had a child, I still felt a little I'm just being honest, I'm just being real. So my trigger and what made me go cuckoo was, oh, this coming from the baby mama, and we can laugh and joke about this now, but at the time, oh, I'm the baby mama, I'm always gonna be the baby mama, and he always gonna have a place for me, and this stuff like repeated in my head, like you better go ahead and address all them insecurities. That's why at the beginning of the video I said, you sure? Are you sure it's what you want? You sure? You have to be a strong person. I'm sitting in here with my Wonder Woman shirt on. You gotta be stronger than this heifer to be a step parent, step mom, like, because this is some other stuff. The situation here in Mooneytown is okay right now, and we just on a good note and stuff, but our child, my stepchild is older in age, and so like, you gotta, that's why I said be flexible. You can't make these plans with a little baby. What if the baby got earache? What happened? Like, you need to know, y'all gotta talk, y'all gotta communicate. What your job is not, what you are not to do, is to be an instigator. You are a grown woman. Yeah, I know it's kids on YouTube, but if you watching this video for stepmom tips and bonus mom tips, you are a grown woman. You have made a decision. You are not to be the instigator, and that's why I said don't go on with that back and forth, that tit for tat stuff. This ain't no competition. This ain't no game. Ain't nobody, no creative players and no emojis, none of that stuff. This is real life. What you do, say, think, act on, all that stuff is gonna affect a human, that child. It can affect you too. Like, it can affect a whole bunch of people. You are not to be just all out of sort. Like, don't do that. Because at the end of the day, if you got a heart, you're gonna be like, oh, stupid. Like, I ain't saying if she run up on you, girl, you better, hey, handle yours, of course. I'm not saying be anybody's fool, but what I'm saying is conduct yourself as a lady, and even if you're not somebody's biological mother, you are a mother. You accepted the role to be a stepmother. So I need you to act accordingly. Now, listen. I might have caused some riots in my day, but I didn't have all this insight, and I didn't have nobody on YouTube telling me this stuff. This is big sister talk, and I need y'all to, buckle down. I need y'all to be able to get through this. You know what's so beautiful about the situation? What's so beautiful to me? I could sit down with my son, my stepson, his biological mom, my husband, with my kids. We can all have a dinner. We can all laugh, play, joke. She braids my daughter's hair. All of that stuff. When I sit back and I look at like all the foolishness, all the emotions that went on over that course of time, that little moment is so valuable to me. Like, girl, I would cry about this. Like, so make a decision. You love this man, you gotta love this child. You also gotta accept the fact that this child got another mother, and it's not you, boo. But the great thing is, you are a bonus mom. You are somebody that they can talk to, somebody they can confide in. You are an extra set of eyes on that child. Oh my God. The old people said that it takes a village to raise a child, and it do. So, regardless if you the stepmom, you the mom, or you the dad, and you watching this stuff, like, make a decision. Your child's future, like, is going to depend on this. Your child's development, how their family dynamics are. You don't want them to, something bad to happen, and you know what I'm saying, you missed out on that child, or something happened and they say, well, you the reason I'm like this because of this. Like, don't do that. We're not gonna do that. So this is my talk. This is my big sister talk. All you stepmoms, bonus moms, let me know what your family looking like. This Mooney Family Matters. This is matters of our family, of your family. Like, everybody's going through something or experiencing that. Either you were a step kid, you are a stepmom, you can find yourself in here somewhere. So I hope you like this. If you hadn't done it already, hit that subscribe button. I'm like, give you some time. Subscribe. Okay, did you do it? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me talk. I feel so much better now. So hopefully when I scroll through my timeline, I won't see no baby daddies bashing their baby mama. I won't see no stepmamas talking about the baby mama. I won't see no baby mamas talking about the stepmama and the baby daddy and the aunties and all that stuff. I won't see none of that. Okay? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's video is gonna be stepmom's guy. Anyway, I ain't got a copy yet. I usually don't have one to the end. Anyway, just a guide on step parenting. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sitting here like looking at my timeline and I'm like, these kids need some help. So since I've been a stepmom for about 15 years now, I think I know a thing or two. I might help y'all a little bit, might help y'all get through this a little bit better. Handle yourself like adults in the situation that's at hand and stuff. So I just wanted to give some advice to the step parent, the stepmom. I don't know. Girl, you sure? You gonna do this? You in this? Doing this? You gonna deal with it for 18 years? Okay. Well, we about to see. So, as you guys know, if you know me and you know the movies, Trevante is not my biological son. Whenever I came along, his mom was already, I think, about 5 months pregnant. She already knew, like, she was having a boy and stuff like that. So, you guys, we had some tough times. The Lord done seen us through. And I just wanted to share some tips with you guys. Like, the first thing as a stepmom that you have to know and realize is you may be the trigger. Like, your face, your name, your presence, anything about you, they might see your great aunt and think of you, and you might be the trigger. You might be the trigger for the kid. I mean, in some situations, people become step parents because a marriage failed, because of adultery, and all types of different situations. So that kid might think that you're a villain. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the parent's saying. You don't know, like, how they feeling about you.